Hello beautiful people, my name is Jane and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're talking about depression and anxiety, dealing with depression and anxiety. Before I get into this video, I want to clarify that this does not in any way replace a professional advice. This is not professional advice. This is just me sharing my experience with depression and anxiety, telling you guys what helped me, what I did, what it was for me, basically putting it out there for anybody going through a rough patch. If you're out there, you're depressed, you're experiencing anxiety for whatever reason, I need you to know that you're not alone. Nobody has it all together. Everybody has something that they're dealing with, and I hope that the things I'm going to share in this video are going to help you in some way. When people are going through depression or anxiety, the most ideal thing to do is to see a professional, see a therapist, get a medical evaluation and all those things. The importance of therapy cannot be overemphasized. Let me say this though, therapy does not necessarily make your problems go away. No, it's not as if you're depressed, you're sad, you're going to therapy and then the things that you're dealing with disappears. No, what therapy does is it clarifies things for you. It gives you clarity. You're able to see things clearly, understand things better, know why things happen, why things are the way they are, and hopefully be able to change things that needs to be changed to get yourself to a better place. But having said that, it's not everybody that has access to therapy. I didn't have access to therapy. One of the most important things to note if you're going through your rough time is you need to have someone to talk to. It doesn't necessarily have to be a therapist or a professional medical practitioner, but you need to have somebody. Anybody can be in your family or your friends or even strangers, because I know most times there are things that you experience you're not very comfortable sharing those things with the people that people might think you might be the most comfortable sharing those things with. And it's normal. If you're surrounded by people that are always judging you, or that expect you to be perfect, or that expect you to be a certain way, you might not be as comfortable talking to them about the things that you go through as you might want to. But what I know from experience is there has to be that outlet. There has to be that person or thing, or I don't know, but you need to be able to talk. You need to be able to vent. The person you're telling might not have a solution, but they say problem shared is half solved. There is this thing that comes from hearing yourself say the things that are killing you, hearing yourself paint a picture of what you're feeling. It goes a long way in helping you have that release, kind of saying it out. Even helps you start seeing it differently than when it was in your head. When it's in your head, it has all this power, because depression is this incessant bad feelings. It never stops. It never sleeps. It's always flooding you morning, day, night. It never gives you a break. You can't think of anything positive. You can't see yourself in a positive light. You can't see your life in a positive light. It's only showing you all the things that you have, mistakes that you have made, all the just bad things, all the bad things you've experienced, the times that you didn't live up to expectation, and it slowly steals hope from you. Because the more it's showing you this pattern of yours of being a failure, of being bad, of being not good enough, it's stealing hope from you that tomorrow is not going to be better, or tomorrow is still going to be the same thing. And when you start thinking that way, you're sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into depression. So if you're just keeping it in your head, all those bad things, all those bad experiences is flooding you, it's not giving you a break, and you're keeping it all in, it's having more power over you. With the more power it has over you, the more you lose yourself. See, the day you lose hope, life stops having meaning. If you are going through something like this, it might not even be this severe. You can't afford to keep all these things in. You have to find an outlet. Talk to somebody, anybody, be it a stranger, anybody you feel that comfortable enough around to be able to talk to. Just talk. You need to talk. Number two, you cannot afford to isolate yourself. You cannot afford to recoil into yourself, even though that's what you want to do. You don't want to associate with people. You don't want to see your friends. You don't want to see your family. You can't stand being around people most times when you're depressed, even though that's what the voice in your head is telling you, that you can't afford to be around people. you really cannot afford to isolate yourself. Isolation and depression do not mix. In as much as you want to just stay on your bed, hide under your duvet day after day, don't go out, don't associate with anybody, you need to. And it's not everybody that has friends that will come around and say, you know what, we're dragging you out of this bed. It's not everybody that has that. So if you don't have that, if you don't have people checking up on you, people that would come around and say, why is it that I've not seen you for 2 days? Why is it that I've not seen you for 3 days? If you don't have that, you need to be that for yourself, no matter how difficult it might be. Even if you don't have anywhere to go to outside, take a walk. Do something, but come outside. Don't hide away. If you isolate yourself, keep isolating yourself, this incessant bad thoughts, this thing that you're feeling will just keep eating away at you until there is nothing left. But when you come outside, you see people, you see different things, you experience something different. So you need to not isolate yourself. Is very, very important. The third one is if you don't have access to maybe someone to talk to, you don't have anyone to talk to. Even if you do have access to therapy, it's not everybody that therapy works for. And you still are finding it hard to express yourself, to say what it is that you're going through. Another thing that might help you, like really, really help you, is journaling. Journaling is basically you making an account of the things that you experience, the things that you're going through, what you're feeling, keeping account of what you're feeling. What this does basically is it helps you arrange your thoughts. Instead of having things coming at you back to back, you don't have time to break down your thoughts, understand better why you feel that way, why you're having that thought, why all these feelings, why? Because it keeps coming at you back to back. You're feeling this thought comes to your head, before you can process it, the next one enters, before you can process the next one, before you can process it. So if it keeps coming at you that way, you're just going to be scattered, you're just going to be anxious because you can't hold on to one thing. What journaling does is, if you're able to calm yourself down, take a deep breath, open your mind. Whatever thought that comes to your mind, write it down. Why do you feel that way? Write it down. If you start writing your feelings down, you start writing your thoughts down, and you're able to read it to yourself. Now you're asking yourself the right questions. Now this thing is no longer controlling you. You're now the one picking your thoughts one after the other and processing it. When you pick one, you process it. Why? Why do I feel this way? Why is this thought? Is this even valid? This will really, 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 really help you when you're going through depression. Being able to journal, being able to write down your thoughts, even if you don't have access to professional help, this will help you if you allow it, if you're open to it, if you're being honest when you're writing your thoughts, your feelings, trying to understand yourself better. This will help you. The next one is exercise, getting physical. This helps you reconnect with yourself in a way that being able to merge your mind and your body. Because most times when you're going through depression, you neglect your body. You let go of yourself. So if you're able to reconnect your body, your good energy with your mind, this will go a long way in helping you as well when you're going through depression. Because there are lots of benefits that comes from working out. There are lots of benefits that comes from exercising. It's not just about looking good. When you work out, there's an energy that comes from it. When you tire yourself out, you tire your body out, it kind of like slows down your mind a little bit. If you allow it, kind of like being able to incorporate, as you're working out, it's not just your body that you're working out. You're seeing it as you're also working out your mind. As you're pushing yourself to the limit, you're seeing your abilities, you're seeing things that you can do in your body. You're also incorporating that in your mind as well. You're picking and choosing. Things are no longer controlling you, but you're now the one. If you can control your body, you can also control your mind. So exercise does a lot. There's a whole lot that it does. It's not just about you getting in shape. It's also about control. It's also about you taking back control of your life and not letting your thoughts, your feelings control you, but also seeing yourself in a different light, knowing that there's more that you can do. For a person that wants, these are the things that can help you. Venting. You have to find a way to vent. Like I said, there has to be an outlet. There has to be a way that you put it out there. Let it not be in you. Put it out there. That anger that you're feeling, it can be your work, it can be your career, it can be whatever it is that you can use as an outlet, or whatever skill that you have that you can go hard at, but you have to put it out there. You have to choose yourself. So the next one is meditating. This one is it's not easy. It's not the easiest thing to do because it's also in the mind, right? But it goes a long way. Meditating will really help a person that is going through depression, but it takes work, it takes practice. It's you picking and choosing the things to focus on and refocusing yourself, taking away focus and attention from the things that are killing you, from the things that you don't want to focus on, and focusing on other things, even if it's one particular thing. Meditating, you don't start it today and you become a guru at it. No, it takes time, it takes practice. But the more you're learning focus, the more you're learning how to focus on this, choosing what you focus on, choosing what it is that feeds off of you, choosing, making that conscious effort to be the one that chooses what you think about or what consumes you or what has meaning for you. That will go a long way in helping you overcome depression and anxiety. But another thing that I should have said at the beginning of this video is knowing the reason why you're depressed. Most times there's no particular reason. There's no one reason why you're depressed. There's not one thing that is making you that way. So, but finding what it is that brought you to that place. Was it your career? Was it your relationship? Was it your life? Was it your, what is it exactly? Was it your education? What exactly was it that brought you to that point where you only see sad things, where you only see yourself as a sad person? So knowing the reason why, or if you're always anxious, what is it that triggers your anxiety? What is it that when it happens you feel that you're no longer in control, you can't control yourself? What is it? What's making you anxious? Where does your anxiety come from? What triggers it? Knowing this will also help you in being able to remove yourself if it's a situation or a person or a thing or an event, whatever it is that triggers these things in you. You're able to identify it, you're able to move away from those things so they don't have that much power over you. You don't see something or experience something that brings you to that state where you're anxious and you start sinking into depression. Being able to identify why these things happen. Why do I get to feel this way? Whatever it is that brings about this storm, being able to remove yourself from that situation so it doesn't happen, so it doesn't keep happening, basically. So there's so many other things I haven't mentioned here. And like I said in the beginning, I would still advise you if you have chronic depression, because most times depression is not, it can be medical, it can be a medical condition, it can be a mental something, which is why it's always very important when you know you have chronic anxiety or depression and you're beginning to taking extreme measures. It's always very important to get professional help. There are so many, even if you don't have the money, there are so many organizations. A lot can happen today with social media and all these NGOs and stuff. But reach out. You need to reach out. You need to talk to somebody. Even if you don't know how to go about it, you need to get help any way that you can. Talk to a person that might know a person that might know a person that might help. When you feel like, or when you've tried your best to heal yourself, you've tried your best to bring yourself to the point where you feel like you're better and it's still not working, then you need to get professional help. And also, this video wouldn't be complete if I don't say that you need to get closer to God. When I say you need to have an outlet, it can either be a therapist or God or anybody, but you need to believe in a higher power that is more than you. You need to believe that somebody is looking out for you in a way that you can't really look out for yourself. Something is looking out for you in a way that you can't really look out for yourself. I don't know what you believe. I don't know what your belief is, but whatever your belief is, you need to have a strong backup. You need to believe in something. It's that belief that will see you through, even if you feel like you still need to hold on to God and believe that He will see you through, and He will. So for everybody going through a rough patch out there, I know it hasn't been easy. So for anybody experiencing whatever it is that you experience, I need you to know that you're not alone. You're not. And if I get any further information about NGOs that help people that deal with mental health issues that needs help, if I ever come across that information, I'll be sure to make a video on that. and also include the information for people that might need it. But just know that you're not alone. And this too shall pass. It might not seem like it right now, but it will. It's not going to be like this forever for you. This too shall pass. That's how the universe is set up. Nothing lasts forever. So even if it doesn't feel like it right now, it will. You just need to believe that it will. And it's gonna only get better. So if anybody watching this video has information on NGOs or discounted therapy packages from anywhere that you you know about, please do well to share it in the comment section, because you don't know who will end up watching this video and who might need that information. So if you have any information about these things, please do well to share them. I'll also do research before I post this video to see if I can get any information that will include in the description of this video for you guys to check out. So please give this video a like and share it with other people you feel like they should see it. I would really appreciate you sharing this video. I may not be able to get to everybody that can see it, but that needs to see it, but you sharing it will also help me a lot. So please do share it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the red subscribe button, turn on notifications so you get notified when I drop a new video. Now I'll see you in my next video.